The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What's up? What's going on, everybody? Good morning, TGIF. Happy Friday to all you guys, man. We're about to get up. We're about to get into it. We're about to get after it on this TGIF, baby. It is TGIF. It is Friday. The markets are doing exactly what we talked about them doing. It was going to be a roller coaster ride. It was going to be up. It was going to be down. It was going to be somewhat volatile. So you had to expect everything that just happened, everything that's happening right now. We had to expect this to happen. There was a lot that happened on Wednesday. The markets had to digest that on Thursday. Now rolling into Friday, guys, here we are, right? Here we are. So, Friday, we're usually going to get a market correction. After the FOMC meeting, after the inflation data, after all this, the markets will usually settle down, usually start to price themselves in. We talked about this, and we talked about this some more, guys. The market had baked in at least 2 rate cuts in the United States this year. They're not going to get it. The FOMC meeting basically came out and said, look at one. We knew this. We talked about this here. We talked about that there was going to be one and there was going to be a pullback. There may actually be none. If this jobs data continues to come in as strong as it comes in and the markets continue to be as strong as they are, you may not get any rate cuts this year. I do believe that you'll get one because it's an election year and they're going to want to go into the election year with that one rate cut. You'll probably get it. It'll probably happen. It'll probably be 25 basis points. You'll probably see that rate cut come in at some point this year at 25 basis points. But make no doubt, guys, we talked about this here, that this market was going to be volatile coming out of Wednesday. And guess what? We ended up, but here's the thing. We ended up exactly where we started. The market pushed up after the inflation data come out because the inflation data was good. The market pushed down after the FOMC meeting back to where it originally started. And we just been hovering here the whole time, guys. We've just been hovering around 66, high 66K to 67K. We've been hovering there before the FOMC meeting. We're hovering there now. No big changes, no big reason to run away or say the sky's falling or any of that. I'm bullish as hell on cryptocurrency. Yo, we are setting ourselves up for a monster ride, guys. You just have to wade your way through all of this news and all of this craziness and all of this nonsense to get to where we want to go and get to the end game, which is the ultimate bull run. That's the bottom line. You can't TA what happened on Wednesday. There was just too much data, too much stuff going on. You can't TA it. Stock markets got crushed. Cryptocurrency is down, but we ended up exactly where we started. So if you would have just held on and stayed level and not reacted to any of it, you actually would have been even. After all of that craziness, after all of that nonsense, after all of that buildup, you would have been pretty much even, exactly where you started. And isn't that where we want to be right now in this market? Even is good. Even is good. Junior, good morning, my brother. Good morning, my brother. Good morning. How are you, man? Everything is good. TGIF. Selmo, good morning, my brother. TGIF to you, man. I know you're out there grinding already. So good morning, Brian. Good morning, yo. Yo, man. We're gonna talk about some Bolt stuff today, Brian, man. I got pounded last night. Well, luckily I bought in low. Man. But man, what crazy ride that is, man. What a crazy ride, Bolt. I'm still bullish as hell on Bolt though, man. I am. I'm bullish as hell on Bolt, Brian. I think Bolt's gonna run, baby. It's just a matter of time. So yo, I'm still bullish as hell on Bolt on base, baby. I sold off. I sold off my Bolt. Yeah, man. A lot of people did, man, and I understand why, Brian, man. I understand why, man. I'm still in profit, so I'm gonna hang on a little bit. But damn, nowhere near where I was, man. Nowhere near where I was. But I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna see what happens with this community takeover. And we'll talk about that stuff in a minute, but see what happens with this community takeover. Uh, I like what they were saying yesterday on Space. We'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Devs are shitty, man. Devs are shitty, man. That project had the potential, and still does have the potential to be absolutely crazy, man. And we are telling you guys, I was telling you guys about this on the Ape Store, Bolt. And that's where I got in at, and that thing ran up $27 million, man. And I was sitting on a hefty bag of Bolt, and still am. Luckily, I took my initial out long before all this happened. But man, oh man, devs are just crazy, man. Devs sold off a huge bag, man, left the project. But one of the good things about it is the dev did turn over the socials to the community, so gotta like that. But man, these devs, man, I'm telling you, man, you can't call them, man. You just can't call it anymore, man. These devs are just crazy. See a little bit of money, man, and they don't know how to act. Let's go ahead. Let's get into these markets, though. Let's look at this. Let's look and see what's going on. Where the hell is Mr. P and Seiko at? Where's Mr. P? Where the hell is Mr. P? My man, he ain't here. It definitely could have been 100 million. Yeah, I think it still can, man. I think it still can. It depends. It depends on what they do with this community takeover, right? I'm gonna give it a little while, shake itself out, see what happens with this community takeover from Bolt. Definitely was on its way to 100 mil. Good thing about it is the contract was renounced, so they couldn't pull liquidity, because with scammy devs like this, man, what they did, they would have pulled the liquidity, they would have rubbed the whole joint, man. So luckily the contract was renounced. What's up, DBS? Good morning, my brother. Good morning. But yeah, luckily that contract was renounced, man. But man, these devs, man, they gotta, they see a little bit of cash, man, and they just don't know how to act, man. Like they've never seen money before or something, It's crazy. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's look at these markets. The Asian markets didn't do too bad last night. European markets are trashed right now. These markets are trashed. The United States pre-markets, they look terrible as well. This is all based off of yesterday. This is all based off of these markets pricing in exactly what happened and digesting exactly what happened with this inflation data, plus only the one cut. Got to anticipate this, right? And we anticipated it here, and I'm good with it. I think these markets will come back today to green. It's not going to be hard for them to get to green today and have a good day, because they had such of a bad day yesterday. They got murdered yesterday, so it's not going to be hard to get these things turned back around. Elon got banked yesterday, man. This approval that he's looking forward to at Tesla, that pay package, man, that he has, man. That cat's about to get banked, man. Oh man, I'll tell you, I don't know if I'd have voted for that. Man. But big props to Elon, man. He's about to cash in, man. Cash in. IBIT, BlackRock's ETF looks like it's going to open up down 0.5% today. sitting at $37.90. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not great, but not great, but not terrible either. And you're going to be able to see that in the obviously the Bitcoin price, right? Because that's down. The Bitcoin price going to be down. So definitely. But man, Elon, man, come on. Elon needs to take some of that salary and go fix X, because spaces are terrible, man. They're terrible. He need to go ahead and spend some of that money over there. All that money he's about to make. Looks like the cryptocurrency market cap sitting at 2.42 trillion, guys. Busy Fox, good morning, brother. What's good with you? Happy Friday, man. Happy Friday to you too, Busy. TGIF, man. Listen, man, we got like 32 people in here, either on YouTube or watching on X. Go ahead and hit that like button, guys. Helps the channel, pushes us up in the old algorithm. On either platform, just go ahead and smash that like button, man. Really appreciate it. You know, not asking you guys to talk all the time in the chat, but at least go ahead and hit that like button and show some love. Last say DG Crypto Walker still selling. Yeah, I mean, you gotta shake them out, Brian. You know what I mean? You gotta shake them out, and that's the problem, right? That's the problem with a lot of these community takeovers, is these devs still have wallets, right? And you know, it is what it is. You can't like go blacklist their wallets. You can't do that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Especially if they didn't airdrop themselves tokens. I mean, he bought them on the open market. So, you know, at the end of the day, you got the ability to buy and sell, right? It's unfortunate, but you know, got to shake them out a little bit, right? You know, so Ken, happy Friday to you too, brother. Happy Friday. My brother from across the pond. I hope lunch is going well. Late night listening. Yeah, you're over there. It's nighttime for you, Busy. Yo, good listen though. Good listen, man. Had to quickly eat lunch. Yeah, lunchtime for you, Ken. Nighttime for Busy, man. I appreciate all you guys, man. But yeah, Brian. Yeah, Brian, I'm with you, man. I think, you know, he still got some money in there, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, I can't, you know, he bought them off the open market, right? So what are you gonna do, right? Not a good look when you start blacklisting people. Market cap for crypto sitting at $2.42 trillion, guys. Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index sitting at neutral. So we're just trying to kind of trade sideways. For a long time, Bitcoin sat in greed. We pulled back this last week to neutral, which makes sense, right? Because when you look at Bitcoin up to 66,800, you know, we've been hovering right here, 66,800 to 67,100. You know, that's been the range that Bitcoin's selling in. You see a little bit of a sell-off going on this morning. So we'll see if this thing, how far down Bitcoin dips. The most important part of Bitcoin is when that stock market opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and what them ETFs do, if they start to come back or not. If they don't start to come back and there's a sell-off over there in them ETFs, you know, Bitcoin 65,000 clearly in its sights, man. Clearly in its sights. But I don't think it'll happen. I think it'll turn around a little bit today. I think that the market just needed to, you know, chew on some stuff like Ken chewing on lunch, man. Just needed to chew on the data from yesterday, and it's going to be all good. Ethereum down to 3,500. You know, again, suffering the same consequences. You know, we can go down through all of these altcoins, you know, basically the same thing. You know, BNB sitting at 607. You know, it had basically an even night, but down a little bit this morning. Remember last week, BNB was sitting at 700, guys. So remember that it dropped $100 in a week. Solana's getting absolutely murdered right now at 147. Last week this thing was around 170, getting absolutely murdered right now. Great opportunity by Solana though. Great opportunity. XRP is hanging in there, man. You guys know I get scared every time XRP gets under 50 cents, but it's been hanging on to this 47-cent range. They came out with their stable coin. They're doing a lot of stuff, I think, that's helping hold this price where it is right now. I think that's helping hold it, but XRP is going nowhere until the SEC case is over. It's just gonna hang out here, guys. It's just gonna hang out. It's gonna act like a stable coin and just hang out right around here. Dogecoin down, much like all the rest of the meme coins down. Tone, guys. Tone has a nice run going on, up to $8, up about 0.5% on a day, up 2.5% on a 24-hour. We talked about Tone a lot. I'm investing in Tone. This blockchain, guys, going to be doing something different, especially with Telegram. It is the blockchain of Telegram. So as Telegram grows and as they start to release more and more meme coins over there on the Tone network, you're going to see this Tone token start to take off. I'm a big Tone believer. I think that this thing's going to be a monster here pretty soon. And it's showing how much of a monster it's going to be right now in this down market. When everything else is down, it's up. It's not only up, but it's up 5.8%. So, Tone, we talked about Tone Coin a lot here, guys, and it's doing its thing, man. And so on that dip, you got to look at Tone. AVAX sitting at $32 right now. Anytime it's under 40, we talk about it all the time. It's a steal. Polka Dot, big Polka Dot fan. $6.45. Down like everything else. I added a little bit of Polka Dot yesterday. Might add a little bit more today. Chainlink sitting at $15.34. Up on the hour, down on the day. Much like up on the hour, called 0.2% up on the hour. I call that even. No money being made there. But this thing getting back up to $18 is important. That's a $3 swing from where we are now, guys. So think about that. Matic just continues to get smashed. Matic is down to 60 cents. Just continues to get smashed. Matic, you guys know how I feel about Matic. There's just nothing going on there. And I own a lot of Matic, and it's really starting to really piss me off because there's really nothing going on there. The devs ain't saying anything. There's nothing going on there. There's really no movement over there on the Matic chain at all. And it's unfortunate because there was high hopes for Matic, and unless they do something drastically quick, they may sit out of this bull run. Call it what you want. People say I'm fudding. People can say what they want. But at the end of the day, the proof is in the numbers, right? The proof is in the price. And unless they do something quick, they're not going to be a big mover or shaker in this bull run. Pepe trading like the rest of the meme coins, and we'll get into the meme coins in a minute. It's down, but it's trading in this 1-2 range, 1-2 to 1-4 range. It's been trading there the whole time the market's down. So I call that holding your own, right? Internet Computer is another one getting smashed right now. $9.76. Man, this one just continues to get crushed. But one of the biggest movers right here, guys, is Caspa. Now, we've talked about Caspa forever, guys. Caspa 16 cents right now. They're getting ready to come out with their blockchain upgrade. They're getting ready to come out with their contracts that are going to be launched on their blockchain. Caspa's got a lot going on at 16 cents right now. I told you guys before, this is a top 15 token. It's up to 25. This thing a couple weeks ago was down in the 30s. It's up to number 25. This thing will be in the top 15. It's that the community is that powerful. The token itself is that powerful. It's going to make this run up into the top 15 tokens on here. It's just, you gotta know where the FOMO is, and right now the FOMO is in Caspa. It definitely is in Caspa. Caspa and Tone, Caspa, Tone, Polka Dot are in Chainlink are where the FOMO is right now. Crow, man, sitting at 10 cents, still a great buy, here at 10 cents. So, that's a basic overview of where the where the altcoins are, man. They're all basically in the same spot. They're all basically just trading sideways, right? Or a little bit down, right? Some of them are getting absolutely crushed, and some of them are holding their own. So the ones that are holding their own, you got to really look at them a little bit different, right? You got to look at them a little different right now. The bubbles don't really show anything different, but we'll move over here to the hour. Seems to be coming in a little bit better. The hourly chart seems to be coming in a little bit better. This NOT has been up here for a while as a gainer, guys. I don't know a lot about it. Haven't really covered it a lot, but it's been like gaining like crazy. It looks like it's, let's see here. Looks like it's 2 cents. 2 cents. It's a cheap token at 2 cents. But it always seems to be in the green. Heat, what's going on, brother? Good, what's going on, my brother? Good morning to you, TGIF. I want to get into a little bit of this news, because this is one of the reasons why we're really bullish on crypto, right? So blockchains are revolutionizing public goods funding, right? So in this opinion article, here we're talking about blockchain technology, and how it's really starting to move its way into the public goods sector. By public goods, these guys are talking about your average everyday use, right? And in this opinion article, they start to talk about how blockchain starting to gain more and more stake inside of these public goods and real world assets and things like that, and how it's starting to grow, in how companies are really starting to look at how they can integrate blockchain technology into their businesses, whether it's moving money, whether it's moving real world assets, whether it's moving all of this other stuff. And as crypto starts to take up more and more of that space, what you start to realize is that crypto is starting to gain more and more publicity and notoriety throughout the world, right? Because we're not talking about one section of the country, man. We're talking about the world. So blockchain technology is really starting to become something that a lot of these big companies and even smaller companies are really looking at as a way to really maximize their business, right? I can't remember exactly what was said the other day when it came to PayPal, but they were talking to the CEO of PayPal, and PayPal's mission is to become basically your bank, right? And also your cryptocurrency place where you buy cryptocurrency, and they're really high on crypto over there at PayPal. So PayPal's taking a huge stock out in crypto and a huge stock in blockchain technology, to the point where they've actually even launched their own token. We covered it, a ton here with that PayPal stablecoin. So, we don't need to get into a lot of that, but PayPal has taken a huge step forward in this, and probably one of the leaders when it comes to the banking sector and integrating cryptocurrency inside of their banking sector, right? So, you got to look at that, and because we're going to be bullish on crypto on a Friday, man. We're going to be bullish. I don't care what the markets say. We're going to be bullish as hell. Right here, crypto markets have seen a 12 billion of net inflows this year, a net 12 billion, right? So we're not talking gross, we're talking net, according to JP Morgan, right? So you're talking $12 billion of inflows in a year. And what the analysts from JP Morgan were saying was a lot of this inflow is coming from existing wallets, all right? They're coming from existing accounts on a lot of the trading platforms like Fidelity, BlackRock, and all that stuff. A lot of this isn't new money coming in. This is money that was already in the stock market that is now starting to buy up a lot of these ETFs, that are starting to buy into a lot of this Bitcoin, right? You're talking $12 million net with a $16 billion gross, right? So a lot of these people are buying and holding, right? So hold on a second. Marissa, where are you going? Dion's? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Daughter's home for the summer, so had to make sure she was good. Sorry about that, man. Got to take care of the kids, man. So yeah, when you look at a $16 billion gross and a $12 billion net, what you're looking at is you're looking at a lot of people holding, right? What's up? What's up, Timsky? What's up, Timsky? You're looking at a lot of these people coming in from the stock market into these ETFs to give you this $12 billion of gross income, of gross inflows, guys. So that's absolutely huge right there. And then we're getting ready to segue into the ETFs that are on Ethereum, right? So when we talk about these Ethereum ETFs, you're talking about going into a whole nother sector of ETFs outside of Bitcoin, right? And Gary Gensler is now saying that these ETFs are going to be basically fully up and ready to go by September, right? Remember, this is a little bit different than the Bitcoin ETFs. The Bitcoin ETFs went through the regular process, right? Yeah, dad skills. Yeah, you know it too, Ski man. I got to multitask. Parents, we know how to multitask, right? That's what we do, baby. And your daughter's home for the summer from college, so I'm always multitasking now, man. So it is what it is. She's the last one I have to put through college, man. So when I put her through college, man, daddy be done, baby. Daddy be done. So when we look at these Ethereum ETFs that are about to roll out in September, I think that these Ethereum ETFs are going to be a whole lot stronger than the Bitcoin ETFs. And the Bitcoin ETFs are strong, right? They're strong. But the reason I think so is because when you look at an ETF that somebody looks at and they look at Bitcoin sitting at 66,000 and you look at Ethereum sitting at 3,500, which ETF is more appealing to you, right? Probably that $3,500 ETF is a little bit more appealing. It gives you a little bit more stake in the game for your money, and you can own a little bit more for your money, right? So I think that these ones are actually even going to be bigger. So when we look at a $12 billion net inflow in 1 year off of Bitcoin, who's to say that we can't get a $22 billion net inflow from the Ethereum ETFs, right? That's going to skyrocket Ethereum's price. Call it what you want. People can do some analysts on it. They can do whatever they want on it. But here's the bottom line. Once these ETFs are approved, they're ready to go. They're going to run the market. They're going to run the price, much like the Bitcoin ETFs are basically pushing the price of Bitcoin. These will basically push the price of Ethereum. Here's the difference with the Ethereum ETFs over the Bitcoin ETFs. The Ethereum ETFs, they're talking about hitting price shock a lot sooner than what they did than what they're going to do with Bitcoin. So if you can hit price shock much sooner, where the majority of the Ethereum is now eaten up by a lot of these ETFs and retail investors, man, there's just no telling where Ethereum's price can end up 2025, 2026. And that's what you got to look at. So with that being said, I'm telling you guys now, like I've traded I changed a lot of how I'm starting to trade on exchanges, right? I'll give you guys an example of something that you guys should probably maybe want to look at, maybe don't want to look at. You know how you're buying on exchanges and you're matching your pairs up with USDT, USDC, right? I'm not doing that anymore. I have Ethereum sitting inside of my wallet, right? That I don't plan on selling, that's sitting on a centralized exchange. And I don't plan on selling it. I plan on holding it for the long term, right? I am starting to match my pairs up with Ethereum, right? I'll give you a prime example. I have Solana Ethereum pair sitting on my exchange. So instead of trading Solana with USDT or USDC, I'm trading it with Ethereum, right? What does that do? That helps me gain more Ethereum or gain more Solana, depending on how you put that pair in there, or which one you're trading, depending on which token you want to get more of. And I'm utilizing the Ethereum that I don't plan on selling anyways for a long time to gain me more Ethereum based off of Solana. So, you may want to look at pairing your stuff up a little bit different if you want to gain more Solana or gain more Ethereum or gain more whatever based on what you're trading. So I started to change up some of that some of what I was pairing my stuff up with to gain more cryptocurrency assets as I trade, right? So, we you may want to look at that, especially if you have long-term holds in your wallet that you don't plan on selling. Let's say you have Bitcoin in there and Ethereum in there, and you don't plan on selling it. You may want to go buy yourself some Solana, go buy yourself some Cardano or whatever it is. Pair your Bitcoin or Ethereum up with Cardano or Solana or whatever you have, and start to gain more Bitcoin and gain more Ethereum based on that pairing, right? So think about, if you were going to get $100 and cash out and get $100, you would end up, instead of getting that $100 in USDC, you would end up getting that $100 in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, whatever you paired your stuff up with. So just a different way of trading, kind of on a centralized exchange with the pairs that I've kind of been utilizing over the past couple months, and it's actually been working out pretty good. So definitely like that. So because it's Friday and it's payday, I got to get pay out today and Monday. So let's get right into this. Let's get right into these meme coins and or lower market cap tokens and talk about what's going on over here in this DeFi space, right? So Daddy, baby, up to $5.75, right? We started talking about Daddy under $1, man. This thing's at a $5.7 million market cap. It's on a red candle today. Yesterday, I made a video about it. It was up around $6, almost $7, right? So definitely people are taking profits today, right? $5.75, right? But man, oh man, what a ride Daddy's been on. And Daddy's a great narrative right now, because you got Andrew Tate and a bunch of other people out here launching Daddy coins as well. So Daddy is starting to really start to become more and more of a meta, right? And what Rodney, the Crypto Journey, launching his Daddy token, really started to move to the upside. All right, Junior, man, have a good one, brother. Go clock in on this Friday. Daddy, with Rodney really starting to move his Daddy token, you see a major increase in what he's got going on over there with this Daddy token. I mean, we started to talk about this thing under $1 million. All right. So it's up to a $5.7 million market cap right now, right? So there's good money to be made over here. And one of the good things about this, we got into me and Brian got into a little bit of a bolt discussion, which we'll get into here in a minute, is the dev is in front of the camera 7 days a week, multiple places, that you can call, that you can ask questions to, that you can talk about the project to, all that stuff, right? So they're not going anywhere, right? Rodney's not going to go anywhere. Crypto Journey's not going to go anywhere. When 2bit launches his token, he's not going anywhere. Yeah, that doesn't guarantee you price action. It doesn't guarantee you a move up. It doesn't guarantee you anything. But what it does do is it gives you the sense of security that this thing isn't going to rug, right? And there's question, you don't got to wait long to ask a question when it comes to a project. So given the situation of crypto right now and the amount of rugs that are out there, and the amount of people that are just taking money, these devs that are just taking money, it brings you a sense of security to have the ability to ask questions to a dev every single day. I like it. I like it. I like where they're at. I'm a big Daddy coin supporter. I don't talk about it as much as we probably should. I did put a video out about it yesterday. But definitely like where they're going. And Rodney's working, man. Say what you want about Rodney, either you like him or you don't. I particularly like him. He's always been a supporter of mine. He's a grinder. And at the end of the day, that's what you want. Base dates, we've talked about this a couple times on the channel as well. Doing pretty well. Like I said, this project is one too that I'm kind of invested in. I got some money in here. Not too bad, sitting at a 164K market cap right now. lower market cap play. But again, these guys are out here working. They're out here working, right? And that's what I want to see, especially in a market like this. With fork and knife, I put a video out about this yesterday as well. This thing is on the move. It's moving to the upside. We talked about this a couple times on here, especially when it first launched, sitting at a 375K market cap over here on the base chain, doing very, very well. Again, these devs are out here. They're talking to people. They're holding spaces. You're able to come up. You're able to ask questions. You're able to do a lot of the stuff that makes people feel comfortable. And that shows in the price. That shows in the price. Call it what you want. Shows in the price, right? So we'll go ahead. DGen's another one that I think this is that layer 3 blockchain that sits on top of base. Definitely on a down like the rest of the market. Sitting at 173 million right now. But this is that layer 3. They're starting to launch tokens over there on this layer 3. They're starting to really build out this layer 3 over there on base, sitting at a penny, 1.3. We started buying this at 2 cents. I've DCA'd my way down to around this area right here where it is right now. But definitely one of these plays that as the base chain continues to grow, as we know it's going to, as we know it's definitely going to grow. This layer 3 is going to become even more and more important and more utilization on it. So, another one to watch out for. Jasmy's holding up, baby. It is holding up through this down market. It is definitely holding strong. Sitting at 3.5 cents right now. Jasmy is holding up, man. As this market started to really come down, I call it really come down. I don't think that 66,000 is a really big dip, but a lot of people think that the world's ending because we're at 66K, but I don't think so. But Jasmy is really held up, sitting at 3.5 cents. When the market was running, Jasmy was at 4 cents, 4.3, somewhere up in there, right? So to only come down to 3.5 cents, they are holding the line. And that's a bullish sign, because as they're holding the line in this market where everything else kind of is taking a little bit of a dip, what that does is people are just starting to build even their bags even more and more solid at this 3.5 cent level. And we talked about this 3.5 cent level here on this channel a while ago. We talked about 2.5, and when it busted through 2.5, I said to you guys, 3.5, that range between 3.5 cents and 4 cents are going to be a key range. You're going to trade sideways there for a little while. I didn't think that we were going to trade sideways there during a down market like it is, right? I thought, once the market went down, I thought for sure we would probably be looking at a 3 cent Jasmy price. If you would have asked me, 3 cents even, somewhere up in there. But the fact that it's holding 3.5 right there shows you the strength at this 3.5 cent level. So that's great for Jasmy. Great for Jasmy. And any other project that's in that situation, right? This dip is this dip is no big deal. I'm with you, Tinsky. This dip is nothing, man. This dip really, this pullback in Bitcoin and Ethereum and and the majority of the altcoins, this is nothing. This dip is like, I listen to, and read on X and listen to people that are like, oh my God, the world's falling in, the sky's falling in, blah, blah, blah. This dip is nothing. This is child's play to me when we talk about this dip. Now, and that's not to disrespect anybody who bought Bitcoin at 73K, or anybody who bought at the top of any project that they got into. I don't want to mitigate your guys' losses and act like, sometimes people aren't losing money. But if you know where crypto's going and you know that we're just at the bottom of the bull market, you don't worry about this. You don't worry about these dips. You just don't. this is a baby dip, and it's an accumulation dip, is what it is. Gives you a chance to build up a little bit more um, of something that you may not have had enough of, right? So it's a baby dip, right? It's a baby dip to me, right? But I understand if people are losing money, like I understand it. I get it. I get it. That makes people a little bit uncomfortable. But it you if you can't withstand a dip like this, I hate to say it, right? But if you can't withstand a little dip like this, and this is what we're in, is a little dip, you got to reevaluate whether or not you can be in crypto. You have to reevaluate this, your position, because during the bull market, you're going to see a 30% run up and a 10% retracement, and that's a big retracement to a lot of people, right? But in a bull market, you're going to see a lot more volatility. Things are going to happen a lot faster. And this dip is going to be like a blip on a radar. It's going to be like a blip on a chart. Um, you have to be able to withstand that these ups and downs and these ebb and flows in cryptocurrency. It's a volatile asset. You know, Pepe doing the same thing that we just talked about Jasmine doing, right? Look how it's holding the line right around this 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 4 area. It is absolutely holding the line, which shows you amazing strength within where Pepe is right now. Yeah, there's a a little bit of a fluctuation between 1 2 1 and 1 4, but are we really splitting hairs here? Are we really talking about this fluctuation between 1 2 and 1 4? Is this really something that people are going to go crazy about and talk about as Pepe being down? Pepe's gaining amazing strength right now with where it is, and it was already setting up for its next move to next run to the upside before this little blip happened, with Bitcoin. So now the fact that it's gaining even more strength to where it is, imagine the run coming out of this, right? Imagine what's going to happen coming out of this little this little pullback we're in. The run has the potential to even be bigger. But look at the strength, right? When you look at this chart and you just pull it back from the day, get off the 15-minute chart, get off the hour chart, get off the 5-minute charts. They don't do you any good at all. They're almost a waste of your time unless you're in a brand new launch. Don't even look at them. It's too volatile. Go to the day chart. Go to the day chart. Go to the week chart. Go to a chart where you can really pull things back and get some sense of what's really going on and use some damn common sense. When you look at this day chart and you just look at the support that's building right here, you've got to say that that Pepe is definitely on its way to the upside, right? When you just use some damn common sense, you look at that chart and go, this is going to be a run. See you later. All right, busy man. Have a great one, man. Go get some sleep over there, brother. So we're gonna on here we're gonna use common sense, right? That's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna look at the day chart and say that thing looks bullish, right? That thing looks bullish, and it looks like it's gonna come out on a massive run. So let's talk about Bolt, because I've done a couple of videos about Bolt. I'm a big Bolt supporter. This community is absolutely one of the craziest communities that I've been around. And a little example of that was yesterday. The dev sold off a crap ton of tokens and basically left the project, right? I mean, a crap ton. This red line right here is probably 90% him, right? Right here, Walker. Probably 90% him is this red line, right? So there's been a community takeover in Bolt. Different type of community takeover though. There's about 4 or 5 projects that have come together to really help Bolt out. with this community takeover, um, and really have done a great job in kind of stabilizing the stabilizing where Bolt is right now. Right now, Bolt, I was telling you guys about Bolt at 50K, right before it even launched off the Ape Store. Right, this thing ran up 20, 24, 27 million. Right, sitting at 2.2 million. So they stabilized this at $2 million, right? And these guys that are really helping with this community takeover had a space yesterday, and it amazed me with this community takeover that there was like 500 people in this space, right? And most of them were holding, right? They're holding, right? I still own Bolt. I'm a big believer in this project. I think that this project has a great narrative. I think it's going to run. I think it's going to do great. Obviously, they're shaking some big wallets out right now. And it's going to be what it's going to be for a little while. But I'm actually buying more Bolt. If it dips under this 2 million market cap, I'm gonna buy more, just because I think that this thing can run. But this gives you a prime example of it doesn't matter how big your token is, because Bolt was absolutely on a monster run, like I said, around 20, 24, 27 million dollars, starting with a $4,000 market cap. It doesn't matter how big your project is. It doesn't matter. If the devs want to leave, they're going to leave, and they're going to wreck the chart. The fortunate part about Bolt is the contract was renounced, so they couldn't pull this liquidity, right? They couldn't pull the liquidity, so they had to buy the tokens and sell the tokens. So there's make no doubt that if this contract wasn't renounced, these guys would have pulled this liquidity. The way that you just have that massive sell-off lets you know that you're about as scammy as they can come, and you would have pulled the liquidity, and you would have just wrecked the project. So luckily for the community, the contract was renounced, so they couldn't pull the liquidity. Luckily for the community. So it gives them the ability to do a community takeover. We're going to keep track of this, though. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to see how this community takeover goes. If it doesn't go well, we'll make some decisions about what we got to do. But right now, I think it's going to go. It's going to go pretty well. Community, one of the craziest communities I've been in, man. As far as their rating, as far as what they got going on, this community is nuts, man. And that's what you need in a meme project, is a strong community. So we'll see where it goes, man. But great entry. If we talked about it before. Great entry. So I'm in there. I'm in the community. I'm in there, and I'll stay in there until there's a reason for me to leave. If there's a reason for me to leave. But again, we'll see. These community takeovers go one or two ways. I mean, we've seen the dog community takeover, and that thing was a freaking disaster, right? We've seen some of these community takeovers be really successful. You look at Soul, you look at, say, Time on Soul. That's, to this point right now, that has been a highly successful community takeover. And we'll see. Like these, but the thing about it is these community takeovers are becoming way, 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 way too common in this space. And the only thing that means is that you have more and more devs that are just leaving projects, right? It's unfortunate that these community takeovers have to happen, especially on projects that are good projects, that are moving, that have a great narrative, that have good communities. I don't understand why these devs feel the need to pull the rug out from people, man. It's crazy. It makes no sense to me at all. I got no respect for people who do that. There's ways, if you don't want to be a dev anymore, there's ways that you can leave a project without dumping on everybody. and basically, or rugging a project where a community has to come in and take it over. The issue is that these community takeovers are becoming way too common. It seems like we get, you know, 50 community takeovers in a week, which is absolutely absurd to me. That there's that many devs that are just picking up and leaving these projects. And unless in reality, how many of them community takeovers are really going to work, right? How many of them are really going to be successful? The majority of them, probably not. Probably not. The majority of them will probably fail. You just hope that you're in the ones that make it. But yo, I don't know, man. This space is getting too, these devs, this space, it's getting a little crazy with these community takeovers, man. It really is. So we'll see what happens. But that's my rant on these devs and these community takeovers. These devs got to start getting it right, man. Quit being so damn scammy, And if you're broke and you see $1 million and you've never seen $1 million before, man, you know, exit the project the right way. You know what I mean? And if you're broke and you don't got no money, don't launch a freaking token. Don't launch a token. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. You know what I mean? That's really what it boils down to. So looking over here at the meme coins, payday TGIF. Yeah, it's not payday for me, brother, next week, but I have to get payroll ready. So it is TGIF. But yes, we have the meme coins. We got Doge sitting at 1, SHIB sitting at 2. Yo, SHIB is actually performing pretty well in this market. I am going to say that, for SHIB right now, it's up 1.5% on the day. SHIB is really holding off a lot of the sell pressure that's in the market. So big props to SHIB. I know I get on them guys a lot, but they're really holding off the sell pressure over the 24 hours right now. Where Pepe, you see it, it's dipped a little bit on a 24-hour, but we looked at the chart, the chart strength, but SHIB is actually holding off a lot of the sell pressure, right? Which is a good thing. We got Pepe sitting at 3, Dog with Hat sitting at 4. Dog with Hat's up to $2.46. Not doing too bad, man. Not doing too bad. Phil Crow. Crow's good. Yeah, Crow is good, man. I'm in Crow. I'm waiting for that move up, man. I'm waiting for that move up in Crow. I'm surprised that we haven't seen that move up in Crow yet. I really am. I'm surprised that Crow hasn't seen that next leg, and also XLM. Them two projects right there. I'm really bullish on. I really have substantial investments in both of them projects because I feel so strong with both of them. But I'm actually surprised that they haven't seen that positive move up yet to the upside. They've kind of just been trading sideways for a long time. I was expecting Crow and XLM both to run a little bit harder than what they've ran so far. $1 Crow. $1 Crow. I think it will get to $1. I do, but is it going to be that slow walk to the top, or has Crow sat in this price range so long that when it does move, that it's just gonna rock it, right? That it's just gonna rock it. I don't know. XLM and Crow are kind of put in the same boat. Are they going to just take that little, ladder up, or when they move, are they just absolutely going to move because they built so much strength at where they're at right now? So, but yeah, I'm surprised. Like I watch Crow and XLM every day. I'm just surprised that they haven't taken that huge step forward yet. That 20 to 30% increase, right? That 20 to 30% run. But I'm just surprised. but they will. Make no doubt, like they will. I think Crow to $1 is a legitimate call. I think that's pretty solid call. That's a 10x from where we are now. Crow sitting at 10 cents. If he gets to $1, that's a 10x. All right. If you bought today, that's a great run. The same with XLM. I mean, it's sitting at 10 cents. If that gets to $1, which I think it's going to get to $1 plus, that's 10x from where we are right now. That's good money. That's good money on a blue chip token. If you can 10x a blue chip token, man, that's great cash. That is tremendous money for you. Brett, you guys know I love Brett, man, doing his thing right here. Down a little bit, man, but look at this 1.4 billion market cap, man. Not listed on any major exchanges. When I say not any, I'm talking Coinbase, Binance, Robinhood, things like that, man. So a lot of upside in Brett as it gets listed. A lot of upside in Brett. A lot of upside in what they're going to do and where they're going to head. I think Brett's going to be a big, huge mover in this bull market because of that. I think it will get the listings. Now, here's the thing. If it gets to the point, I mean, we use common sense here, right? On this channel, it's all about common sense. So if Brett doesn't get listed, within the next, 2 to 3 months on one of these major exchanges, we've got to start asking ourselves the question, why? Why not? Why not? If other tokens are getting listed and people are passing on Brett, why are they passing on Brett? And that could be a problem, right? Because there could be something internal that these exchanges don't want to mess with. Could be the people, could be whatever. But I think that Brett's going to get listed probably on Binance first before Coinbase. Coinbase just doesn't seem to want to list meme tokens at all. I think they're going to use their smart wallet to really push these meme coins rather than put them on their exchange. For some reason, Coinbase is really, really, really not listing tokens of this meme coin, in the meme coin atmosphere over here. But it's unfortunate. But I think, a Binance listing will send Brett crazy. It'll send it like you haven't seen it sent yet. But, like I said, we'll have a different discussion here in 2 or 3 months. If we're sitting here and Brett's still not listed on some of these top tier exchanges, we're going to have to start asking the question, the elephant in the room, as to why, right? You're over $1 billion. Your volume is great. Everything says that you should be listed. Everything says that you need to be listed. Why are you not listed, right? So hopefully we don't have to have that conversation. Hopefully we don't have to talk about that. Hopefully they get listed and this thing goes to the moon. But, we're going to be real. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it real, right? And that's the question, is why are they not listed yet, right? So we got to keep it 100 on that. The hour's feeling in good, guys. This hour chart right here is not looking terrible compared to what you would think if you went on X or if you went on anywhere else. You would think that the sky's falling in. This hourly chart is really not looking that bad. It's really not. So, especially for a Friday, because we always talk about this on a Friday, guys. It's on a Friday. It's never about how you start the day. It's all about how you end the day, because that sets you up for the weekend. So chart not looking terrible. These bubbles are not looking terrible for the hour. Bitcoin's out at 67 now, out of that 66, back into that 67. But we've just been trading here between 60, the high 68s and the low 67s. We've just been going sideways, which is not bad. We'll take sideways given all of the stuff that we had to deal with since Wednesday. So, all right, guys, with that, man, we're going to go ahead and close it up for today. I got to go get some payroll ready. I got to go take care of some business on my regular 9 to 5, because crypto don't pay the bills, baby. Not yet, but it will. Crypto don't pay the bills. YouTube don't pay the bills. Gotta pay the bills, baby. Gotta keep my daughter in college. Gotta keep a roof over my head. Gotta keep got to keep food in my stomach, got to keep the car running, got to keep all that stuff moving, baby. So I got to go to this 9 to 5. Hopefully after this bull run, we don't have to go to this 9 to 5 anymore. We're all sitting somewhere on the beach, we're all chilling, and we all have millions and millions of dollars in our wallet like we should after this particular bull run, and everything is good, man, because at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do, right? That's what we're trying to do, and that's what we're going to do, right? And and that's what's up, man. That's what we're trying to do, and that's what we're here to do. Yeah, okay. So at the end of the day, it's Friday, right? It's never how the market starts. It's always how it ends. It sets us up for the weekend. That's going to dictate how we go into Saturday, and then all the way up until Sunday night when the Asia market starts to trade again, right? So let's crow. I'm crowing Timsky, but all the way until the Asian market starts to trade again. So pay close attention to what's going on. Pay close attention to the market. Don't be out here making rash decisions, guys. Really don't. This market, this is nothing, man. Yes, we're all holding the line. We're all holding the line. Heat on Crow, we're all holding the line. Big Watch dude, what's up, my brother? My brother, what's up? What's up? Big Watch dude dropped up in the building, man. What's going on, dog? Happy Friday to you, man. Happy Friday, BWD. Happy Friday, my brother. But hold, guys. Like, don't be out here making rash decisions based on a little pullback, guys. Really, seriously. If you believe in cryptocurrency and you believe where it's headed and you believe where it's going, these little pullbacks are not the end of the world. They give you the opportunity to get a little bit more of what you didn't have enough of before, projects that you wanted to get into that you might not have had the capital to get into at the time. These things give you the opportunity, right? So it's not that. This is small, man. This is small, and we're not going to jump off the ledge. We're not going to do anything crazy. We're just going to kind of told you guys on Wednesday. I was staying out of the market on Wednesday. I bought a little bit on Thursday, stayed out of the market on Wednesday. Sometimes the best thing to do is nothing, right? Sometimes the best thing to do when you're uncertain is nothing. Because if you make rash decisions, and I only say this because I've been on X and I've watched people comment about some of the decisions that they're making, I'm like, man, why are you, I don't say much, I just read, but why are you doing that? Like, why are you selling off? Like, why are you selling off now? Why are you worried now? Like, this is not the time to be worried. This is not the time to be selling off. This is not the time to be doing all this stuff, because it's 2 or 3 days. That's all it is. And then we're going to shake it out. So, that's it. So just hold still, guys. Just hold still. Sometimes is the best thing to do, man. It's the best thing to do. Is just hold still, do nothing, and let the market come to you. Let the market come back to you. It will come back around. Let it come back to you. So that's what I want to leave you guys with on a Friday. You guys have a great day, man. Yo, got two bit space tonight at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. He likes to put 5:35. We ain't doing that whole 5:35 thing. It's 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. He's got little fat fingers. I think he hits the 5 instead of the 0, but that's all good. As long as he hits the contract right when he launches Markrts, that's all that matters. But 5:30 got 2-bit space. It's going to be a good space tonight, I think. It's always good. Always have a great panel up there. Always talk about great stuff. So make sure you guys are tuned into that and locked in to what's going on over there. And make sure you guys are locked into a lot of these YouTube channels that we do good content. And lock into 2-bit, lock into myself, lock into Waddy, lock into Rodney, lock into a lot of these guys. And I would say Timsky, but Yeah. My man ain't back on camera yet. So, all right, guys. You guys have a good one. Big Watch, dude, man. Great to see you, man. Great to see you on this Friday, man. TGIF to you. That's always my guy right there. Big Watch. Always supporting, always in the building. Timsky, it's great to see you back. Selmo, man, I hope you're out there grinding. Ken, man, have a great day. Heat, man, it's always great to see you. Brian, we've been through some hell together, brother, man, over the past couple of days, and I'm glad to see you still on here, still banging away, man, and making this money. Um, and anybody else that I missed that was in the chat, man. To Junior, I know you're at work, man, but great to see you as well on a Friday. Everybody have a great day. Smash that like button on your way out, and go ahead and smash that share button on your way out as well. Really appreciate it. Really makes the really helps the channel on the old algorithm. So we will get back at you guys Monday morning. And appreciate all you guys. See you guys Monday, same time, same bat location. We'll do it all over again. Have a great one. We out. Bye.